Hello and welcome to another of Turtleton's tutorials. Today we're going to be looking at Minecraft pistons and their use in making a self-building, self-repairing bridge. Now the first concept we're going to need here is a cobblestone generator. As you can see, this is a very simple design which uses a single water block and a single lava source block. And when we destroy the cobblestone here, it will rebuild itself infinitely. You'll note that there is also a single gap in the sand which helps the water flow correctly. Now, the second concept we're going to use is a clock generator. Here we have a single redstone torch which will allow the power from the redstone to propagate through the wall block. It will be picked up by this repeater which is set to a delay. This then feeds the signal back to the piston, which will extend the wall block, thus breaking the signal and turning the piston off, which will then retract and effectively repeat the cycle. This is what we're going to do here. Now, because we have a redstone repeater here, we can change the speed at which it goes at from incredibly fast all the way through to a varying speed. Here we have a design which is very similar, but essentially functions without the use of a piston and instead just relies on a single redstone torch. Now, the beauty of this design is that we can replace this redstone torch with a switch, like we have here, and it will become instantly controllable. Now, what we've also done is added a piston to our cobblestone generator, and now we have a way of making ourselves a bridge. The cobblestone will keep extending through the system until it reaches the obsidian block. Now this can be replaced with any other type of non-moving block, such as a furnace, or bedrock if you're able to get it. Now, as you can see here, this very small bridge will actually rebuild itself. And it can be destroyed, and it will just rebuild itself time and time again. Of course, when you turn it off, it will no longer rebuild itself. Here's a fully working version of the concepts we've just been looking at. You'll note that we have two delays here. This is simply to adjust for timings for each individual's need. It isn't essential for the actual purpose of the build. Here we have three regular pistons which are placed horizontally, and they'll be feeding the bridge out across to the island adjacent. And they each have a delay just to make sure that they are set to a different timing than the piston feeding us the cobble. Now, after a while, this is going to reach across to our destination, so if I stand here and speed up the video, you'll be able to see this in a much more palatable timing. Okay, so now we have our bridge, we can make our way across to our otherwise completely inaccessible island. Unfortunately, bad things still happen in Minecraft, such as creepers managing to explode themselves on your base, so we're going to have to rely on our bridge here to deal with the problem on its own. Of course, as soon as that explosion went down, you'll see that the bridge begins to regenerate. Now, of course, you may notice that there's a bit of misfiring going on here, and that's simply due to the method used in the cobblestone generator and the timings. Ideally, the cobblestone generator will instantly create cobblestone as soon as that piston has moved the last block. Unfortunately, this doesn't happen in reality, and so it's a bit fiddly. Of course, we're not limited to making just a horizontal stretch of cobblestone. We could use the pistons and direct them vertically to make a wall, which will again rebuild itself if destroyed. Or, if we're happy to feel a bit more creative, we could do something a little more interesting. This has been Turtleton's Tutorials. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you again next time.